Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Heavy Repping. My name is John Tron Davidson, and I'm here once again in our super best, pick-laden, show-ragged test location in the southwest of England. Now today, as you can probably tell from the state of my voice, I'm a little weary following on from working at the UK Guitar Show at Birmingham New Bingley Hall with Manson's Guitars. Shout outs to Manson's. And even though I'm feeling a little bit squashy, having done lots and lots of driving, 300 miles, I thought I would report on the show and just say what happened and some other cool things that I noticed over the weekend. So without further ado, let's go. First of all, let's talk about who was there and what I saw, which was super exciting. I got to see the guys at SBC Guitars again. I got to meet Stuart at Tate Effects, which was really cool. Marcus at SMP. Big shout out as well to Thorpe of Thorpe Effects, Mikey Demas of Skindred and Redbeard. I've got his Honey Badger right here, which sadly doesn't belong to me, it belongs to my colleague, but he's let me test it for a couple of days. It's great. I also got to meet Andy Ferris, the Guitar Geek. I got to meet Andy from Break the Machine for the first time. Shout outs to you, Andy, you're a dude. Jackson at Dipswitch Demos. I got to meet Budget Pedal Chap. I got to meet the guys at JHS, and it was really cool. It was a really cool experience. Lots of shouting. I've been to guitar shows, but I've never worked one. So being able to leave and come back in that context is not a thing. So if you've never been to a guitar show before, I'd be very surprised if you're watching this channel and you haven't. But if you've never been, imagine all the guitar shops you've ever been in your lifetime on a Saturday at once, is the best way I can explain it. All that being said, I want to talk about the picks that I got, because obviously I did get picks. Some of them are purely commemorative or promotional, let's say. Aldrin Ash make custom pedal boards. I've got the actual YAM show, as it's called, which I thought was quite sweet, and that is at Bingley Hall, which is where we were. It was really cool. I also got a Reverend Guitars one. That was pretty slick. Merchant City Music were there. Little voice for the old country, no. And they had all the Reverend stuff. It was wicked. Unfortunately, because I was attending our stand, I didn't have a chance to go and try any, but they looked amazing. PEDALPATCH, who make some wicked cables, and I got to see the guys at HTD, and they furnished me with a whole bunch of chicken picks. My favourite model of chicken pick, the 2.7 Bermuda 3, which I love very, very much. It is a truly excellent plectrum, so massive thanks to them, and they were wonderful cats as well. I would also like to say a big thank you to Thorpe of Thorpe Effects, who came over and gave us way too many picks at the end of the day. His Danish peat ones and the Thorpe celluloids. I've got, I don't even know how many, because the other two boys at the stand don't really use picks that much, but he just came in with like this. So massive thanks to you. They will go in the collection along with everything else. I also had the opportunity to get one of these, or two of these actually. This is a Drop It. These are picks with little magnets inside, and I'd read about them but I'd never seen any, so my boss Adrian gave me these. So I've got my Ace Performance Picks tin here. Here's the plectrum. Witchcraft. I also had an opportunity to go and see Madison and Fifth, and Madison and Fifth are the guys that do V-Picks in the UK. Now, as it happens, I've got plenty of the little key rings that you put on your keys to slide a pick into, but I've never had one of these before. This is a dedicated leather pouch just for one V-Pick, though obviously you can keep more in there, and it has V-Picks stamped into the front. It feels like a quality item, which is nice. And the reason why I have it is because I bought a few picks from them at what I will call show rates, let's say. This is a medium pointed woodstock. I'll put proper pictures up of these, but this is their psychedelic range. They do quite a lot of picks, like the medium round and all that sort of thing in Woodstock, but I really like the medium pointed, so I got one of them. I also got a duet, which is technically a mandolin pick. This has 2 prongs like Pac-Man. I finally got my hands on a Nexus. This is a ridiculous thing. This is like 5mm. It's just a solid triangle with ghost buffed edges, but it feels weirdly easy to use. But the reason why I have the giant pouch is because I bought a Colossal. This is a good, what was it, 9 and a bit, I think? 8.5 mil, I seem to recall. 8.5 millimeters of acrylic. I also got, speaking to Kim, who is the lad that heads up Madison 5th, he told me that Vinny gets up in the morning at 4:30 and just makes picks all day by hand. So when somebody says to you, I don't want to pay the extra money for picks, although I can't imagine they'd be watching this channel, you can tell them that some real blood, sweat and tears goes into it. I would also like to give a shout out to my boy Nads over at Arcanum, because I took his Cleric Wraith with me and used it an awful lot during the show. These are amazing. If you like to go and see an interview with my buddy, it should be coming up in the corner up here. One of the other things that I saw, which was a genuine first, is a lad came over to our booth. He was trying out, we had one of Matt Bellamy's tour guitars, and a lad came over to the booth and was trying it out, and he was using a Raptor. Genuinely the first person I've ever seen in the wild using a Raptor, and he said that he tried a bunch of stuff and then got hold of one of these, and he really liked the long pointy end, but it did shift around in his hands a bit, so we had a little bit of a chat. I gave him my card. The other thing that was really wonderful, apart from the fact that generally it was quite a positive experience, is the fact that I met a whole load of people as a result of heavy repping. People that otherwise I would have just walked past and nodded to, or I wouldn't have known. But guys particularly like Stuart Tate Effects, Marcus at SMP, Andy Ferris, Jackson at Dipswitch Demos, James at Home of Tone, Woody and all the boys from Westside, and indeed a lad called Tommy who works at Westside, who used to work with Jim Dunlop back in the day, the original Jim Dunlop, he of the Tortex and everything. He told me that I was doing good work and it was really important what I was doing. That made me feel, if I may be serious from him, that made me feel like heavy repping is actually doing something worthwhile, that I'm doing something worthwhile, and that the whole point of this is to bring the community together and to celebrate this passion and excitement that we have for this very topic, and to have so many people whom I consider to be solid players in the game, if not really important players in the game, especially people like Andy Ferris and so on, for them to have, not just to know who I am, but to take the time to talk to me because of what I do, meant an enormous amount, and it was both humbling and incredibly exciting at the same time. So the one thing I'll take away from the show, apart from this copy of Life Metal which was given to me by Andy from Break the Machine, thank you Andy, you're a dude, is the fact that slowly but surely the Plectroverse seems to be clawing its way into the public consciousness and through the route of its peers, and that's something of which I'm very proud. So go and check out little bits and pieces I put on the gram, and hopefully you'll get as much out of it as I did. In the meantime, my name is John Tron Davidson, this is Heavy Repping, and I will see you in due course. So just remember, if you're not sure what to do in life, rep hard and rep heavy.